Hello and welcome to Turtle Power Pod. My name is Basem.
My name is Cranny.
And today we are watching Season 4, Episode 2.
The Sniff and Squirt!
Turtles of the Jungle is the name of the episode.
Oh, Basem didn't like where I was going with it. So you guys may have listened to our episode last week.
And if you did, thank you.
Thank you.
We got a lot of positive
praise,
feedback about that risque venture.
We hijacked the episode to turn it into our Patreon talk about.
A pitch, yeah.
Patreon talk about. Gonna call it a talk about
on a walkabout with a talk about.
Walkabout with the talk about.
And we've gotten some good response, and on top of that, we've gotten some patrons pledging.
Yeah, we did.
So anyone who's already donated, I've sent an email out to get some information about how to get a hold of you and stuff like that. So check your emails if you're donating. And we got a couple responses. So the first things first is we got to do a couple of shots.
Yeah, we're not going to do them all right away.
We're not going to do all 6 right now, but we are going to get to them. Cranston has work tomorrow.
I have work tomorrow, and I am on
allergy meds.
I'm always on allergy meds, but I'm also specifically on corticosteroids.
Ooh,
so,
ladies?
Yeah, ladies.
He's getting them gains.
My semen probably tastes weird. You'll never know unless you try. I'm not allowed to have alcohol because apparently it'll fuck up my liver.
But he's drinking in spirit.
But
I'm drinking for real.
Yeah, I gave him some of my 3-year-old Everclear Kahlua.
Let's talk about this. This is homemade.
Not by me.
No, not by you. Of course not. And you gave me... So we were doing 2, but you gave me 3 shots worth.
I thought you said we were doing 3.
I don't know who... Oh, let's do my dad, too. My dad was nice enough to donate. Let's do a toast to my dad.
Yeah!
To Hector!
Hector!
Father of...
Basem.
Of a decent dude and 2 other sons.
You're talking about
Mimo. May your sons bring you the pride that you bring to yourself. This is how I do toast. I don't know what I'm doing.
To Hector.
Yay.
Some good ice water.
Oh boy.
Yeah, tell me how you feel.
Okay.
I also haven't tried that in about 3 years.
Okay.
It was thick.
It is smooth. Barely tastes like alcohol. It is... You can literally... There's vanilla in here.
Oh, yeah. There's fresh vanilla.
Not only does it taste like vanilla, it tastes like vanilla pods, that you would scrape out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
To cook with. So that is pretty prominent, and it is a little syrupy, like Kahlua, like chocolate, but barely.
It's definitely thickened up.
We'll see how much it affects me after 3 shots. But let's do another one.
Who's the next one?
Next one. Sean is gracious. He is one of the co-hosts of the Language of Bromance podcast. Please check him out. He's a funny guy, him and his friends.
It's a funny podcast,
It
too.
is, yeah. Sean, I hope that your testicles are always
low. Taut but low.
Taut but low. Firm, yet handleable.
Soft. To Sean! So, right. I think this is how toasts are gonna go. Basem's gonna say stuff, and then I'm gonna say stupid stuff.
Yes.
We hadn't really talked about how we were gonna do this.
But we're doing it.
We're doing it right now.
All right. 3rd shot. Oh, boy. 3rd, to Ben.
Ben
donated to us. He's one of our first donors. Absolutely amazing.
And he's one of the kindest donors.
Yeah, he gave us a very nice email. Let's you want to read some of his emails? It made me so happy. He said that he literally stopped taking his medication so he could afford to give us money.
Yeah. We could read that part. He goes, "It wasn't easy figuring out which one of my meds I would need to stop taking in order to have the money for you guys. I just stopped taking them all when I realized how much I could save every month. But it's totally worth it. And now that I'm too weak to move, I'll be able to enjoy the podcast even more. Cracks me up. And he said a bunch of nice shit, too.
Yeah, he did. So thank you so much,
Thanks,
Ben.
Ben.
May your polio and other uncurable diseases become cured. That's a weird toast. Ben, to Ben.
That's the weird one? They're all weird.
May his gibes be taut.
May your jibs be ever explosive.
Yes.
I'm hydrated.
Third shot down. All right. Let me make sure I get all the little bits. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, chase it with that iced coffee. I bet that'll taste pretty good.
I could use that alcohol as syrup in my iced coffee.
Yeah,
that's how delicious it is.
That's what it's for, basically.
Wow. All right. We'll see how I do.
Yeah, I assume it'll either be, well, I was going to say
Not
it's either going to be
too strong.
Yeah, it's either going to be stronger than it was or less strong.
Yeah.
And then I thought it could be exactly as strong as it was.
Oh, that's an option. Let's talk about predictions.
Well, and then I just want to finish by saying, and then I realized that it was stupid of me to even have this thought at all. Because basically the new thought is
anything could happen.
Yeah, it's either going to be the same or not. That's it.
It's very wishy-washy. It's very Charlie Brown. Prediction time.
Mikey gets a new friend named George of the jungle, and this episode has nothing to do with it.
Isn't that your prediction from last week?
No. There also will be an invention called the Sniff and Squirt for hot dogs.
Nice.
But the twist is Raph invented it.
Oh, interesting. Let's see if that happens.
Let's see if
My
that
prediction
happens.
is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have a huge problem. Donatello invents the Sniff and
Donald
Squirt.
Trump.
Yeah. The Donatello invents the Sniff and Squirt, but it won't help in any way.
Nope.
So you want to just get into watching the episode, buddy?
I mean, it seems like a good time to do that.
All right. Well, we'll be back after this.
Do I start the episode by clicking format hard drive? Oh no! All they do is talk about the squirt and sniff.
We were right. No.
It's not good, though.
It certainly isn't. So, my prediction was correct.
Yeah, your prediction was pretty good.
The Ninja Turtles have a huge problem.
Yes.
And the Sniff and Squirt doesn't help at all.
Yes.
So I was right on both counts.
Yes. Also, Splinter's lesson has no bearing on this.
Correct.
Like, no one learned, like...
Let's do a total recap.
I just gotta get this out. It's
okay.
like, Donnie starts off, like, being super, like... His own ego is, like, his enemy. And, like, you assume that, like, because it backfires on him, he's gonna learn...
A lesson.
But he doesn't.
No.
They don't even touch on it again.
It's like they want to get the lesson out of the way. They teach it at the beginning.
Yeah. It's not good.
Let's do a turtle recap.
Do it.
Okay. We open up on a very long establishing shot.
And then the squirt and sniff.
Then the squirt and sniff.
I don't normally interject at this part.
But let me take you off the rails for 30 minutes.
And I'm not going to do it this time.
Yay.
Yay.
Guys, I wish that we hadn't
watched it.
We should have just... Yeah.
We should have
just started the next one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There were some redeeming things. There's some good fourth walls.
So
let's just get through the recap.
He talks about Professor Willard W. Willard.
Willard.
April talks to him and says that same professor, his idol, is going to be at this exhibit showing
this
off
new invention.
Convention showing off his invention.
Convention showing off my invention.
He's the laughingstock of the scientific community. He has something called the molecular intensifier.
He was shunned for showing off his invention at the convention.
And then Donatello convinces him that he's his fan, I guess. So the professor shows him how the machine works. It's a laser beam. It zaps a monkey. It zaps a tree. And that's all the chaos.
The tree grows and covers the roots.
But it bounces off of concrete and glass.
Yeah. He actually hits his monkey.
The monkey grows into a King Kong thing.
Becomes our antagonist.
And the city turns into a jungle because the tree got hit. That one tree turns into a million trees, apparently.
The root.
That's not how that works. That's how it works with the trees, but not with the monkey.
Well, if it was the roots, the roots keep going.
But the roots don't make another tree.
They come up. I guess you're right. Clearly they do.
Yeah. They go through a thing where they chase the monkey for a while. Shredder,
like you do,
wants the intensifier for reasons.
Yes, somehow in Dimension X they still get April's shitty show, and
they can open a portal to Earth. Maybe something happened in Europe and we don't know how that worked out.
But they have a portal to Earth and
it opens like an elevator door.
Go get it.
Yeah. So
Shredder's like, okay.
Shredder's wound
I
around
do what
in
I'm
there.
told.
He does nothing.
Literally nothing. Why even put him in? Ugh.
Because they paid James Avery
Oh.
in advance.
James Avery.
What was I going to say? What's next?
I don't know.
Okay. Donatello, the professor shoots Donatello with the beam so he grows up to the same size
as the monkey.
And they wrestle around for a bit. And then they climb up a tall building that's not the Empire State Building.
No.
And then they both get shot with the laser and shrink. And that's the end.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it, yeah. With some bullshit strung in there.
How is it that we talked longer about the first 3 minutes last week?
Because we were like, we'll stretch it out as a joke. It's like, well, that's all the content, though.
That's everything.
So,
notes.
Let's just get into it. Man.
Squirt and sniff. Sniff and squirt.
So the squirt and sniff, you can listen to the last episode if you need to know how that is.
This is still the longest establishing opening shot ever.
Yes.
That was not a joke. It's legitimately 3 seconds too long.
Which doesn't seem like much, but it is.
Let me give it to you. Let me play. Okay. So, turtle power, and then it goes dun 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 dun. Turtles of the Jungle. Episode start.
Still opening.
There. It's ready.
Still the same shot.
Now we see
There we
him.
go. There it starts.
God damn it, that's so long.
So my first, I feel like we've covered it. My first note is back past this. I'm just gonna go right by the sniff and squirt.
Go ahead. We talked it to death.
So the sniff and squirt
and it doesn't come back again.
Sniff and squirt squirts ketchup and mustard all over Donnie.
Everything.
And then
relish, onions.
And then April calls, and supposedly Donnie's covered in this stuff, but he just has a little bit of ketchup on his face.
Yeah.
But then April on the
Is that you?
Donnie, is that you? He's like, yeah, it's me. I'm like, yeah, he's still wearing the purple bandana.
Yeah.
He still sounds like Donnie. That's it.
He still said Donatello here, which was also unnecessary because it's a video phone.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I feel like the alcohol and the rage are mixing.
I like how, or I should say, I don't like how they say that April's like, you're a hero. Your idol, Willard W. Willard, is going to be here. And I looked at Basem, I'm like, oh man, he won't shut the fuck up about Willard.
Every time we see Donatello,
That's
it's Willard
all,
this, Professor Willard
that. It's been 4
4
seasons of shit, now we finally get to see him.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's about goddamn time.
Because, all those times that we've talked about Professor Willard in the past episodes of Turtle Power Pod.
Like that 20 minutes we did last time.
And we put all that, and I've put all those clips of him saying his name throughout the years.
Willard.
No. The first we heard of this jackass.
Yes.
And I don't think he's that impressive.
No, he sucks.
He doesn't do half the shit that Donatello does.
So,
Never meet your heroes.
They go through the sewer. Yeah, never meet us. The turtles go through the sewers into a vent to get out to the stage.
Donatello does.
Well, they all of them go.
No, Donatello is specifically.
Sure, he's the first one out, but they all go.
No, it's only Donatello.
Then how come he tells them that they're underneath the sewer now?
Yeah, they like walk him there or something. Yeah, they're all under there, but they're not. But they don't go up with him.
Oh my god, they all go,
but they're not above ground.
That's fine.
Okay.
Stop.
They all get there, but they don't all go.
Good. Now the audience knows. I'm happy for them.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just stating the facts as I saw them.
So Willard is doing this presentation and everyone's already just laughing at him.
Yes.
But I don't get it. It's like, why are they laughing? Because
one of them throws a tomato at him.
So
this is a scientist.
So did he come out and like say that I have this invention, and then it was so stupid of an invention, or they were like, "There's no way that'll work," that they laughed him off the stage?
So April kind of touches on it after the fact, and is like, even though his invention doesn't work, it's whatever. There's still great promise, or something like that.
But it does work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't until Donatello. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like
we don't know why they're laughing at him.
If they just hung out for a minute, like, wouldn't stuff start to grow?
Why? This episode, if you guys watch this episode,
don't
watch it. But if you do,
it's tearing us apart.
Listen, Cranston, this is what I've noticed about this episode.
I'm sorry, Basem. I'm sorry what I said to you earlier.
Thank you. But this
episode,
it's like they wrote 3 sentences at a time. It's so disjointed, and there's no cohesive continuity between anything.
It's garbage. I presume that like he came out and he's like, "I've invented this," and they're like, "No, you didn't."
The scientist is so revered that his picture is available in full print portraits.
Well, it's possible that Donnie like
stalked him.
Yeah,
he is a ninja, though we never see that.
We don't.
I'm so upset. It's like he climbs up the sewer. He climbs up the sewer ladder, and then he pops out of an air vent.
Yeah,
it's so infuriating.
I assume that's somewhere between.
I could just read this. I could just say what's happening. We open up. Everyone's laughing. Professor Willard is pissed, and he's like, "I'll show you all." He takes his invention and walks off stage, but he trips over a cord, which people laugh more at.
That's the thing that bothers me. It's like,
these are scientists, and someone pulls a fucking tomato out of his lab coat and chucks it at his face.
It's like just...
And then Donatello blocks the tomato with his shell, which is clever, and people keep laughing. It's a giant mutant turtle. And as they're laughing, you just see Donatello looking around the room like something's going to happen.
I bet there was a natural gas leak.
It's so bad.
It gets worse. Oh, I have a note about this.
April's dumb face.
So, April.
Whoever drew April was off that day. Because they don't know how to draw April anymore. Is she wearing a top hat? An invisible top hat that her hair is tucked on?
It looks like a cowboy hat that their hair just kind of grew up over.
It looks like, yeah, a 10-gallon hat that's melted around her face.
like she went down Arizona.
Yeah.
Her 10-gallon hat
and it just started drooping down the side of her face.
Well, keep it paused there because this is my note. So, like, what year is this? Pretend this is reality. What year is this? It's still based in 1990.
1991, I think.
Okay, this is pre-high definition.
Correct. SD for life.
So they're... Krang and Shredder are watching this broadcast on like a fucking 500, 400-inch TV. something ridiculous.
At least. What is this? Okay, we can do the math on this. How tall is Shredder?
Say 6 foot. We say 6 to make it easy.
Okay, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't
9 Shredder's length.
Wasn't very scientific.
We're approximating.
You're just moving his mouse across the screen.
What's 9 times 6 times 12?
Well, yeah. So when you measure the screen, it's just the diagonal, though.
Yeah. 9 times 6 times 12.
Where's the 12?
600 to turn it into inches.
Oh!
It's 648-inch screen, approximately.
And I was just thinking, like, there's no HD, so it'd just be like...
Oh, yeah, it's all, like, high pixelated.
From
1 foot
from
wide.
That close, yeah.
1 foot cube pixels. It would look like a mosaic.
It's a broadcast from another dimension, too, so I doubt it's going to be real high fidelity.
Maybe he has up conversion technology.
Ooh.
That exists in Dimension X.
I mean, that actually would probably work.
Also, this is episode 2. They have portals. They have the viewfinder, the giant one is working again. They can do all the shit. It's like, what happened between this and the last episode?
Basem, they have a portal.
Yeah, it opens like an elevator.
But why would they use it to go to Earth?
Why don't they use it to go to the fucking rock camp?
Where they've been trying to get to? It's making my head hurt.
I don't know if you can hear that, but I was slapping myself in the head.
I saw him do it. He did it.
I wish I could do it harder.
You can. Don't be a quitter. Whatever.
Anyway. Crane gets the bright idea that he could conquer the Earth if he had this molecular intensifier, which Professor Willard is working on.
Even though Shredder's
doesn't know how.
Shredder's like, but it doesn't work. And he's like, I'll make it work, Saki.
He said, I'll make it work.
And then Bass and I both were like,
just make one. Just do it yourself.
He's like, I'll make it work. Then
you obviously have a fully functioning Technodrome now.
Why do you have to go back to Earth? You don't. Just stop. Just cut it out.
No Bebop and Rocksteady.
This is all the notes I have. I'm done. I'm out of notes.
Serious?
Yes.
We're 5 minutes in.
We're 12 minutes in.
We gotta. All right. Well, let's. Before we get into fourth wall breaks,
just keep.
We get a fourth wall break. So we got a. I'm gonna do it. We got a fourth wall break. No, not yet.
Okay.
I got excited.
I think we should probably just click through the episode at this point.
Shredder goes up the tube like he's going in a module, but then he goes in a portal.
Yes.
Makes no sense. Professor Willard, these shots, these animation shots are so bad. Just everywhere. They're all over the fucking room. He makes the molecular intensifier and he gives Donatello a demo, and the satellite dish starts twirling around.
Starts spinning all like crazy and like shooting beams all over the place.
Why did you put a fucking joint on it like that to be able to do that?
We need it to move. My question is, he's standing next to the fucking control box.
And he doesn't turn it off.
The reason you keep your hand on the switch is so you can immediately turn it off, you know?
Yeah.
But instead he's like, uh-oh.
And it shoots some roots outside somewhere. Look at this, Cranston.
Yes.
Tell me where the fuck this is.
It's
that there's a hole in the ground with a tree growing out of it. This is a sidewalk.
I didn't even think about it.
This is just a sidewalk in front of this person's house
you know what I
with
assumed?
A tree growing up out of the sidewalk.
I assumed that like Shredder had gone down there.
But it's not.
Did a turbo at one point.
We already know that the laser can't go through the ground, so this is a hole.
No, what I'm saying is Shredder in one of the modules, like from like 2 seasons ago, made this hole. Yeah, and then they just never filled it in.
But it fills with lava when they leave.
This not always.
Fair enough. Only when they go back down.
There's been some holes. Maybe that's where the Technodrome went down or came up. Ooh, could be the Technodrome came up.
Listen, there's a lot of possibilities, but there'd at least be fucking tape around it. Some safety cones.
You'd hope.
I don't get it. It's upsetting. 3 laser beams hit it. This is the patient zero of the city, apparently, because that one tree turns the entire city into a jungle. Donatello is sad that he met his hero, which is understandable. Never meet your heroes. They're sitting on the couch, lamenting, and while the trees grow around them, and lift them in their couches through the ground into the city. Am I skipping anything that's important?
No. Here's the great part about this episode. There's nothing important.
It is great. Fourth wall breaks. Michelangelo does a Tarzan yell when he's swinging through the vines. Doesn't do a Tarzan Cowabunga, which makes me a little sad, but also a little happy.
I'm very happy.
We'll explain why. But then he looks at us and says he always wanted to do that. I'm like, bitch, you've done that 3 times already at least.
Yeah, usually. So usually you say Cowabunga when you do it.
We get another fourth wall break where Michelangelo says something about a banana pizza. Oh, it's not a fourth wall break.
That's not the fourth wall, that's the pizza.
That's a pizza.
Well, we get a pizza.
Yay.
We get a banana pizza. It's like the end of the episode.
Hey, dudes, that banana boat gives me an awesome idea.
Daylight come and you one go home.
Huh? Oh, no, like ordering a banana pizza.
Okay, and then another one. When they're trying to convince the monkey that they're monkeys, Leonardo looks at us and says, I feel ridiculous.
I feel so ridiculous.
Yep, he sure did.
And then another one. No, we'll save this one because this actually has to do with progress of story.
Oh, story progress.
Okay.
You know what I'm upset about right now?
That this turned into a King Kong parody?
No.
Oh.
It's that we kind of like scrapped this episode to do like a short episode to do our Patreon.
Yes.
When if we would have just watched the fucking episode, we would have had plenty of time.
Yeah.
What a waste. What an absolute waste. This episode is absolute waste.
The ape.
We got some good screenshots, though.
The ape breaks out of the lab by punching the wall.
The turtles pop up in their couch.
Yeah, and they like grow out of it. Like fucking.
I was okay with that. I thought it was fun at least.
They like grow out of it like.
Just keep clicking that like fast. I don't.
They like
this is the best thing I've seen today. Oh, the more I watch it, the more upsetting, the more disturbing it is.
It's one turtle and they split apart.
What are they doing?
And the couches grow out of their ass.
Look at Leo. He like turns. He's like this fridge, and then he turns into a turtle.
Oh, and Donatello on the left too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, that was good for me. Sorry, at home you can't see that. That could have
been 22 minutes, and it would have been better than the rest of this fucking episode. Since April O'Neil is the only woman that fucking matters in this show, April O'Neil is the woman that gets picked up by the King Kong parody. Raphael tickles the ape with his size.
This great
letting
size.
them escape for a moment.
I don't really feel like we're skipping anything here.
We're not. And this is shit. It's all okay. They climb up to a fucking... Here's what I'm talking about. About disjointed bullshit.
They're like, we gotta climb to the top of the tower.
There's more than that.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. I'm sorry. I'll let you go.
It's okay. You're on the right track. They ran away to nowhere. Suddenly they're at the top of Channel 6 on the satellite dish. In case the ape comes by.
Not in case. Like they planned for it. It's like because when he walks by, we'll jump him.
But then, which is very low odds, I think, because the ape doesn't really care about them.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes, sweetie.
Why would they punish me?
What?
Why would the people that made this show punish me, Daddy, by making this episode?
Sweetie, there's a lot of good in the world.
Do they hate me, Daddy?
They don't. They're just bad people,
I
sweetie.
hate them, Daddy.
You should. It's okay. You can feel that. You can feel that hate.
I feel like I hate them.
That's okay. It's okay to be mad sometimes.
No, I'm not mad. I hate them.
Okay. And that's fine.
I want to commit some sort of crime. Like a hate-filled crime
Oh, no.
against them, Dad.
Okay. Sweetheart,
Yeah.
take that hate.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a
Bottle
pointy.
it.
I'm gonna make a pointy white hat.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Pick a different color.
Okay.
Pick a different shape.
Okay.
Maybe like orange and like a blanket over your head. Not a pointy one.
I'm gonna do the Buddha symbol of peace, but I'm gonna flip it around, and I'm gonna wear it on my arm.
Okay. Well, see, now you're getting into another territory here. Here's what I think. What you should do. So you know, you're a lovely young Christian girl. Take that symbol of love.
Okay.
And then do something hateful to it.
Like what, Daddy?
Light it on fire. Put it in their front porch.
I'm gonna light a cross in their yard. Daddy.
This is making me incredibly uncomfortable because I want to be so mad.
Do it, Daddy.
Go to your room.
Okay.
Racism is not okay.
No, that's gross. I'm talking about hate crimes.
A crime of hate, like a crime of passion in reverse.
Yes, because I hate them.
How come they call it a crime of passion when you hate someone? And a hate crime.
Well, crime of passion would be like if I caught you sleeping with Natalie and then I got so upset that in the passion of the moment I killed you.
Yeah. Like if you're so upset because this show feels like it's cucking you. Like it's making you a cuckold. Your eyes are cuckolded.
Can you stop saying cuck, man? You said it a lot last time, too.
Did I?
I think you said it once, but it's enough. Just, they've ruined it. They've ruined the word.
They?
I don't know. Alt-right.
What did they ruin? They ruined the word?
Well, cuck... people throw around cuck so much. I don't get it. It's like... So, cuckold. It's like... let's say I'm a married guy.
Yeah.
I basically act like someone weaker, and then like basically I get off on people having sex with my wife.
Sure.
That's what a cuck is.
Yes. How does this not apply here?
Because
they're literally taking something that we love and fucking it.
Here's the problem, though. If I was an actual cuckold, I would like that.
That's true. Well, I'm rock hard.
And the problem is that people started throwing it around, meaning like anyone who's liberal.
Oh.
And
I thought it was just someone who basically stood by. I thought it was like passive whiners.
I suppose that's... I suppose that kind of paints an image. It's just so overused. Like, if you want a message, you can't just be like, you can't use it over and over and over again.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm tired of it, I guess. Every time I hear it, I'm like, ugh. Ugh. So when you kept doing it, it was like, ugh.
Fair enough. I don't really like the word. It's a weird word, and I don't care for it.
But hate is like if I have to like fixate on it, and hate is like because of one thing. Like, oh, I hate Basem's glasses.
Yes.
I don't like them.
You're always trying to break them.
Yeah, and then like one day they come in and I just you come in, I just fucking snap and I destroy your glasses.
That's a crime of passion.
No, that's a hate crime.
How is that different?
Because one happens because like you're surprised by it.
Yeah.
The other one happens because you're like fixated on something stupid.
This is a crime of passion, right? This is a 20-minute surprise. This episode was a 22-minute surprise.
I thought the hate crime was just talking about like the baby Cranny. Like, what does this have to do with the episode?
That you hate it.
Yeah, of course I hate it. What do you're asking the difference between a crime of hate and a crime of passion?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You okay?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
let's keep talking about
going.
it. I'm not done. So the ape they happen to be on this satellite dish. The ape happens upon them and doesn't like and fixates on them. Even though he doesn't really care about them. He's doing other shit. He has April and everything.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, he just shows up and flicks them, and they go flying into the air hundreds of feet, and then the next we see them, they're fine, and we don't know where they landed. We don't know how they... That's a difficult situation.
Yeah.
They could have thrown they could have thrown like a line and like saved themselves. It's missing so much.
The ape is 30 feet tall. Even though he grows and shrinks a lot.
Even though he looks like he's 30
much,
stories
he's
tall.
much tall. He's about 30 stories tall. Close to 300 feet tall. But they're like, well, we can climb on top of the building, the skyscraper. That way, when he walks by, we can jump him. It's like, well, okay, I don't see why you couldn't just stab him, because he was walking earlier and you guys could have stabbed him, but instead you tickled his feet and ran away. That aside, they say they're going to jump him, but if he's only 30 feet tall, they're going to jump him from like thousands of feet in the air. On top of that, he doesn't just walk by, he's climbing up the tower.
No, he walks up to the tower. He doesn't even climb it, I don't think.
He climbs up.
Yeah, you're right. He climbs right for them.
Like April's not even with him anymore.
And then they go flying, and then they're okay, and I don't understand.
I get that they're okay. I mean, that's just how it works.
We get another fourth wall break.
Was Shredder in the back seat with them for a second?
Yeah, he was. He snuck in the van. Somehow.
I don't remember that.
He's like, this'll take me to the professor.
He's just in there?
Yeah, and he lands on top and then jumps in the back seat. Jumps in through the back door. And they don't notice somehow.
Apparently I didn't notice.
That's amazing.
It's like, it looks like Vern's like, we're gonna crash, and it's Shredder's like, we're gonna crash.
I'm gonna put this screenshot up. I swear it looks so out of place you'll think that I made it up myself.
It looks photoshopped already. Oh man. I don't.
They pretend that they're monkeys to convince the ape to do something.
I mean, we've said most of
and
this.
Leonardo looks at us and says, I feel ridiculous. It's a fourth wall break. Then we get another fourth wall break.
Another one.
Because the monkey chucks the van, the Channel 6 news van, over his shoulder. And instead of everyone in there dying like they should, they're fine and drive away. But Shredder ends up in garbage. He looks at us and says,
I know it's a dirty job and someone has to do it, but why me? Oh.
Right.
Fourth wall break.
Isn't that the same thing that Baxter Stockman said when he threw him in the trash earlier with the ice cream cone in first season?
I can't remember.
I'm quite certain that it is. The line stuck out to me.
Interesting.
So it's kind of a callback. Remember, they're on
Not on purpose. I think they're just reusing jokes.
I think it was on purpose.
You think they purposely were like, I remember this joke from a completely unrelated episode?
Yeah, so back in first season, Shredder and Baxter Stockman are on the roof. One of them has some sort of remote control. They're trying to do something, and he's like, how are we gonna go get it? And Shredder's like, we? You mean you? And then like kicks him, and then he lands in the trash. And then Baxter Stockman says that line that Shredder said in this episode.
Huh. If I can find it, I'm putting it in.
Yay!
If I didn't find it, I'm not putting it in.
Oh.
Oh.
When they make Donatello super big, and he gets really chunky monkey.
Yeah.
Like,
which makes sense because the other monkey doesn't look like just a bigger version of the baby chimp.
But Donnie looks like he's like, it had way too much ice cream.
Yes.
And like watched way too much, I don't know, The View? Or the Rosie O'Donnell show?
Aww.
What? Why is that getting
No, I don't know.
I meant just daytime television is all I'm going for. There's no underlying theme.
There is this part.
Didn't Rosie O'Donnell try to sue the city of Portland because we're the city of roses? And she was saying like we're trying to steal her name.
Bullshit. Not the story.
Yeah.
I'm not calling your line the story bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Like what? If that is true,
I seem to remember that happened like in the early 2000s.
Here we go. Just like with before, if that is true, what a bitch. But if that's not true,
shut up, Cranston.
There's this funny part which upset me at first because I'm enraged, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. There's a scene that Shredder is in where suddenly, out of nowhere, he has the professor tied up and all three turtles, except for Donnie because he's giant, tied up in this lab somewhere. Dead to rights. And I was so pissed off because we didn't see how he got them like that.
No.
It made me so upset. I'm like, this is already disjointed enough.
Yeah.
But then, Raphael and Leo have this exchange.
How could we let that tin can head get the jump on us?
Hey, stuff happens, all right?
And it made it all better.
What'd they say?
How could we let that tin can head get the jump on us?
Hey, stuff happens, all right?
Stuff happens, all right?
That's almost
Pretty
like
good.
a fourth wall break. It's not quite.
Nah,
but
it's definitely not.
But it's like an aside. It's like just joking about how the show is whatever. I don't know.
Earlier,
I don't like it.
The part that I really didn't like is when Shredder first tries to steal the thing.
Yeah, that's further down. Yeah, keep going. There.
The Turtles, Willard,
Professor
April,
Willard.
Thank you, and Vernon are just standing there. And then Shredder comes in and he's like,
With the turtles.
Shredder comes in and goes, I'll take that.
And then he just
like walks up and grabs it. Everyone just watches him do it. And the turtles are like, no, he's going to take it.
And then the worst bit of animation I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah,
Leonardo does a
I
front
will
flip.
Stop him.
Lands with his sword down.
Like in him.
Before
in Shredder.
Yeah, before Shredder gets there. And then Shredder gets hit by the sword. And it's hard to explain, but it's like when you're playing Call of Duty and like the guy that you're looking at starts lagging and appearing ahead of where he should be.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Too high a ping.
Yes.
And then pins Shredder to the ground.
But then he still runs away.
And then Shredder's like, he's like, we stopped you, Shredder. And he's like, no. And he just kind of like slinks away like Zorak. Like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon, yeah.
Donatello takes 20 or so seconds to catch the machine that's flying.
That's super tiny now. And then the turtles are super small. And then Shredder's, they just can't decide on a perspective.
There's a part where they're literally Donatello and the monkey are throwing each other through buildings, which is kind of cool. They're like wrestling in the street. And we get another fourth wall break.
Yeah.
He's
probably the best thing in this episode.
Yeah, Donatello is like,
wow, they must have spent their entire budget on this one episode.
It's a good one. And then we get a final fourth wall break.
Yes.
With April when they start climbing up the skyscraper and she says,
Either giant apes like to hold women and climb tall buildings, or he's seen the movie.
Pizza power.
Pizza power! With chameleons, lizards, and tadpoles, it hardly enters your mind that there's something better than this. A better sweet, better carrot, maybe a seed from the parrot. Believe me when I tell you the word tornadoes don't exist. But pizza power, applying sauce and food delight. Pizza power, oh, that's what makes us feel alright.
It was a bad episode.
Oh, shell shock.
it was a bad episode.
Oh, shell shock.
Moving on. God.
Wow.
Oh God. I'm completely shell shocked. Whoo boy. This is something I didn't expect. Like, so we have our Patreon up. So we're asking people like, hey, you know, what do you want for your reward tier? And they're sending us these really long, like, very thoughtful messages.
Yeah, it's really nice.
About their lives.
About their lives.
And I really like it.
It's kind of amazing. I've never felt closer to these
I
people.
feel really humble right now.
Yeah. This has
Anyway,
made this
that's
episode
awesome.
much more... This actually brought my mood up.
Yeah, I feel a lot better now. Can we stop talking about the episode?
Let's just
Well, we
talk
have
about
to.
the
We
stats.
have to. Okay,
Let's do the stats.
No Cowabungas.
No.
Thank God. Because
Guys.
if we had to make this live forever as a Mondo Fab,
I was so ready to be upset at that. Like, what a fucking waste.
but we're okay. But we did have some fourth walls. Some of them are good. How many do we have?
5 fourth wall breaks.
And we're not even prepared. I don't even have this shit pulled up.
Yeah. 121.
Damn.
And we have a pizza.
Banana pizza.
Banana pizza.
Hey guys,
Yes.
we've got some pizzas we're gonna be eating. We're gonna be voting on pizzas again.
Remember, if you want to vote, the polls will now be up on our Patreon page. Any donator is able to vote on the pizzas.
Patron only pizza.
Yeah.
Party.
We will still eat them and talk about them on the show.
Yeah.
But if you want to be part of the competition, part of the vote,
voting,
go on over to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/turtlepowerpod.
it's really the only thing we've put behind a wall, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's
I feel
hardly
as,
that.
I feel as far as selling out goes, we did pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. We're really bad at selling out, guys.
Oh man, now I can't vote on my pizza.
I just have to listen to them eat it, which is the funny part anyway.
Listening to us eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I keep looking at my notebook like there's going to be some bit of inspiration or something amazing. There's
Well,
nothing.
One thing that I am excited for, it did seem like we've had a lot of correspondence in the corner.
Come on down to the correspondence corner. Yeehaw.
In the corner, in the corner, in the correspondence corner. Cranny is there and Basem is too. Don't talk to Basem about the Jew.
The Jew. Like the Jew problem.
Oh, God, dude.
That's the way you
Your
said
words,
it.
not mine.
The Jew. Like the royal Jew.
Bring in the royal Jew.
All right.
All right.
This is actually a question from our Patreon page.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can comment and talk to us on there as well.
We're trying to slowly become active on the Patreon page itself, too.
And so this is from Maddie. He asks, what are your top 5 cartoons or anime for 2017? I think he nailed it himself, honestly. Most
I
of
was
them.
trying to think, but like just reading what you put, I'm like, yep. Didn't see that, and yep.
So, One Punch Man, amazing. Rick and Morty, amazing.
Yeah, BoJack Horseman, amazing.
BoJack Horseman is not on my list of top 5, but it is on there. What would I replace that with? Let me think.
See, I'm not really watching current, like even Rick and Morty. Like I haven't even seen season 2 or a little bit of 3 yet. One Punch Man, I started watching and really liked it. But then it started, like, becoming the satire it was, where it got all, like, exposition-y again, and I stopped watching it.
It fixes itself.
Does it? It started strong.
It ends strong.
Okay. I want to see the new Samurai Jack.
Me too. I haven't seen Samurai Jack.
I love big BoJack Horseman fan, yeah.
I love Dragon Ball Super so far.
I like F is for Family.
F is for Family is pretty good.
Fuck,
I haven't watched a lot of anime at all.
I'm trying to get through Futurama one more time before it officially comes down.
Yeah.
I think I beat the deadline because I think tomorrow up to season 5 comes down. And I just finished season 5 again.
Oh, nice. Bob's Burgers. Love Bob's Burgers.
Natalie and I have watched so much Bob's Burgers as background stuff.
Yeah, we've been rewatching the whole thing.
I've probably seen it subconsciously about 20 times now.
Okay. Shout out. This is to Daniel.
Daniel.
He says, Cranny needs to voice his own cartoon Rick and Morty style with Basem as Dory-esque companion.
Dory-esque?
Dory-esque. Like from Finding Dory or Finding Nemo.
Oh.
I think is what it... No! Or maybe he means Dora the Explorer?
Well, I just admitted I haven't seen season 2 of Rick and Morty, so it's like, is there a Dory character?
I don't think so. No. I guess it's Dory from Finding Nemo. That's a weird combination.
Maybe that's what he thinks you sound like.
He thinks that I sound like Dory when I'm...
You're just...
we gotta get to Brisbane.
You're just dumb.
42... What is he? Hold on. 42 Wallaby Way. All right. Well, I don't know about that, but... Thank you, I guess. He loves your voice, is what is that. And someone else said that too. Tyler says, I'd listen to a podcast where Cranny just talks to himself in different voices and characters. Don't even care what the topic is.
Just keep going.
Just keep talking.
You know, it's really fun to do, and it's a little masturbatory.
Yeah. So we'll have it on camera.
I try to pepper it in whenever I have something to say, but it can get difficult to like keep the steam going.
Cranston feels, I don't know about feels bad, but he doesn't really like doing a different character, like someone else's character.
Yeah,
for too much, too long.
So specifically for Rick and Morty, like it's funny if it kind of turns into it, but like I wouldn't want to just go out and like,
hey, let me do this voice.
Yeah, just. Because I feel like eventually it gets to the point where it's not iterative, like you're just kind of stealing.
Yeah, you're just kind of copying, yeah. Which I get,
but
I love the voice. Here's the thing. I think that dynamic of characters is just really, really funny. Period.
I like my, it just started as my old man voice.
Yeah.
Get off the couch and cut your hair.
Yes. By the way, if you'd like to be roasted by Cranston's old man voice, go to our Patreon.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. My favorite tier. Pick any character you want. Could be just Basem, could be just Cranny, could be a voice that I do, could be a voice that Basem does, or you could be like, do your best impression of blank.
Or we can make one up. Boy.
I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah. And then finally,
I am really glad that you like my impressions and voices.
Yes.
I've been with it all those years in grade school being the weird kid finally paid off.
Do you know what pissed me off? In school, I never got voted class clown, and I certainly was clownier than anyone else. And I was upset about it.
Well, I mean, if everyone else says that you weren't, though.
It's not everyone else. It's the popular kids.
The popular clowns?
Yeah. No, the popular kids have their friend who sometimes says a joke. Fucking dickheads.
Do you want to talk about it? You seem really upset.
One time in high school,
Yeah.
I really, 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 really needed to pee. I snuck in through the window of the cafeteria, and I went to the bathroom, and I was not being sneaky at all. So the janitor was yelling at me that I couldn't be in there.
Hey, you can't be in here!
Exactly like that. And I basically just ignored him and ran to the bathroom to pee.
Quit touching your pee-pee!
And then when I got out, him and like 2 other teachers were waiting. And I got the mildest scolding I've ever had in my life. And that really taught me a lesson. And that lesson is, if you want something, just fucking do it. Just do what you want. Take what you need. It's all just Mad Max rules at this point. And no matter how we dress it up with rules and laws and bullshit, no one's going to give you shit for taking what you need.
That's how Donald Trump came to power.
Taking what you need. Not taking what you want.
Or don't need.
Yeah. I don't need to shit in the cafeteria like the middle of the floor.
Are you just going to start quoting the movie Aladdin?
Is that
what this slowly is turning into? It's like, you just take what I need.
There? Was I heading there?
I don't know. It's like, I need the food. It's like you take the apple, they give it to the kid, you save the princess.
That's everything.
That's everything.
Gotta stay one step ahead of the bread line.
Is that like the Middle Eastern dream roll?
Aladdin? Yeah, because no one else could play it. I mean, anyone else could play it, but no one else would.
Definitely not the white guy that played Steve from Full House.
But you know, just like there was weird outrage
that's so funny
over Ghost in the Shell, there'd be outrage over a non-Arab playing Aladdin. I'm sure of it.
What outrage for Ghost in the Shell?
Because what's-her-face is not Asian.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was whitewashing or whatever. And same with Doctor Strange. The ancient one.
Oh.
It was a white lady. And that's not a big deal. To me. Actually, let me correct that. It's not a big deal.
I don't have an opinion, I guess.
I have too much opinion this episode, apparently. Let me go over more thing. Okay, this is the last one we're going to talk about right now.
All right.
Because it's a question, but I'm not gonna be able to. I don't know if I want to answer all of it right now, but here we go. This is from Kaiju Dungeon Master.
Hey, buddy.
I know it's not everyone's jam, but I'd love to know more about your history with Dungeons and Dragons and the tabletop scene. Any chance we can get a bonus episode about that?
Sure.
Like we said, we have a lot of like the ideas of things that we want to do as bonus content and stuff like that. Definitely want to do another D&D style thing. Because I really enjoyed the ones that we did for the Ninja Turtles RPG. But it takes a lot of editing and a lot of planning, and that's totally fine. Maybe I will just...
Well, it sounds like he's just curious what our...
History?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely reasonable.
You want to talk about that now?
Well, no.
See, that's the thing.
Because I'm dead tired, but we do have a stretch goal for Patreon.
Now we're selling out with Portals.
Where we're going to do an extra...
Bonus episode,
and that'd be a good thing for something like that.
Yeah, we could spend an entire episode talking about our history with that.
Yeah, where we just kind of BS the whole time. Yeah.
Man. How you doing over there, Cranston?
I'm tired.
Yeah?
So, had a bad day.
Why'd you have a bad day?
I don't want to talk about it on the internet radio show. But I also don't want to, bring people down. I don't feel like we can bring people down more than we did about this episode.
Okay. Let's talk about what we always talk about.
Okay.
Let's talk about how they can reach us.
Yes.
It's kind of an anticlimactic ending. Thank you so much for your questions and your interest in us. It's amazing. If you want to reach out to us, we're on Twitter at TurtlePowerPod. You can email us, turtlepowerpod@gmail.com. You can obviously comment on our Patreon page. So many ways to get a hold of us, and we love it.
I would recommend checking out the YouTube. Even if you're not interested in the Patreon, I'm pretty proud of the video that we made.
Yeah, and the bloopers, I think, are really good.
The bloopers are up now. Anyone can watch these things, and I think they're really fun. So check them out. I guess that's...
Anything else you want to say?
I just want to apologize for the energy in this episode.
Energy was so sporadic.
Basem and I already didn't have a lot.
I've raged myself out, and now I'm...
And then you started by pounding a bunch of alcohol.
That was great.
How do you feel, though? How was the Kahlua?
It was great.
Yeah? Did you get a little buzzed?
I got a little buzzed. I hold my liquor very well, so please donate more to our Patreon, and we'll see if we can get me drunk.
And I'll... if we're recording on Tuesdays, yeah, I'll probably be doing beer, but the toast is what's important. It's not necessarily shots.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Because we love you guys.
Totally love you guys. You guys are what makes this so much fun.
And we have a tracker. We're going to keep track of everyone's rewards and make sure that everyone gets what's coming to them.
Yeah,
You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Even if it's delayed, don't worry. You're going to get it. Absolutely.
Especially if you're like in Australia or something. Well, guys.
You guys are the best.
Yes.
We love you.
So much.
And...
Turtle Power!
But turtle power.
Do you know what will make me feel better?
DURDLE power.
Dirtle.
Dirtle. What would make you feel better?
If we just sang that song.
Turtle power.
The actual part of it.
I don't know it.
You don't know the lyrics?
I know DURTLE power.
That's the name of the song.
TURTLE power.
On the half shell, they're the heroes for. In this day and age, who could ask for more? You don't remember that?
Sucking and fucking and sucking our dicks. Going around town and taking pics.
Getting some X to hit our fix. To get our fix?
To hit our fix?
To hit our fix. You know when you get a fix and you gotta hit it?
Hey guys, you did the whole show without me! God damn it!